Did you know that 85% of people over 60 are making the same mistakes every single day that could be cutting their life short? What if I told you that most of these mistakes are simple, and many of them are so common, you might not even realize you're doing them? They are not just inconveniences, they're life-threatening. And the good news is, these mistakes are completely avoidable. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'm going to show you the 5 most dangerous mistakes seniors make daily, ones that could put your life expectancy at risk, and, most importantly, how you can start fixing them today. If you're tired of feeling like your best years are behind you and you want to live with strength and confidence again, go ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Because this advice isn't just a theory. It's practical, real steps you can start using today to take control of your health and your future. Maybe you've been feeling more tired than usual. You wake up in the morning, but it feels like you've barely rested. Your energy just isn't what it used to be. Or maybe you've noticed those little aches and pains creeping in more often, a stiff knee here, a sore back there. It's like they never really go away, just linger longer than before. You try to push through, but it's hard when every movement feels like a reminder that your body isn't keeping up. And it's not just the physical discomfort. There's a mental toll too. You might find yourself second-guessing every step, wondering if this is just the new normal. It can feel like you're losing control, like the life you once knew is slipping away. But here's the thing, these aren't just signs of getting older. They could be the result of daily habits you're doing without even realizing it. Simple habits that are quietly shortening your life, and you don't have to accept that. I'm here to help you turn that around. The first step is understanding that you're not broken, and these struggles aren't inevitable. Many of these issues are linked to everyday choices you can change, and those changes could have a huge impact on how you feel, and how long you live. So, I want to hear from you. What's the biggest health struggle you face right now? Is it constant fatigue? More discomfort than you're used to? Maybe it's something else entirely. Let me know in the comments. I get it, this journey isn't always easy, but trust me, you're not alone. We're in this together. I once worked with a woman named Astrid. At 72, she was full of life, always active, tending to her garden, going on long walks, and keeping up with her grandkids. But one day, everything started to change. She began feeling weak, foggy, and more exhausted than usual. At first, she thought it was just part of getting older. She went to her doctor, who reassured her it was normal and that she'd just have to adjust. But something didn't feel right to me. Astrid had always been healthy, eating well, and staying active. Her doctor's explanation didn't seem to fit with who she was. So, I decided to take a closer look. What I discovered was something many people her age are unknowingly doing every day. Astrid, despite her active lifestyle, was spending far too much time sitting. Whether it was watching TV, reading, or even during meals, all that time spent in one place was silently taking a toll on her body. It turned out that this mistake, so common and easy to overlook, was the root cause of her decline. Being sedentary for long periods, even when you exercise regularly, can actually be far more harmful than we realize. The lack of movement, combined with muscle weakness, was slowing her down in ways she couldn't see coming. This mistake wasn't just about feeling tired. It was impacting her muscle strength, metabolism, and making her more vulnerable to falls and other dangers. It nearly cost Astrid her independence. She felt like she was losing control over her life and was on the brink of giving up the activities she loved. Astrid's experience is far from unique. So many seniors are making this same mistake every day without even realizing it. And just like Astrid, they don't know that simple changes could make all the difference. The truth is, most seniors don't realize that their daily habits, the simple things they think are harmless, are the real problem. We all know that as we get older, things start to slow down, but what we often don't realize is that our habits are accelerating this process. Astrid's issue wasn't just fatigue or getting older. It wasn't a result of some irreversible aging process. It was something much more subtle, something that most of us do without a second thought: the lack of movement. Astrid, like many seniors, would spend hours sitting. Whether it was watching TV, reading, or just resting, all that time spent sedentary was silently causing harm. The body is designed to move, and when we sit for extended periods without stretching or moving, it begins to have a profound effect on our systems. First, it slows down metabolism. Without enough activity, your body struggles to burn calories efficiently, leading to weight gain or muscle loss. Then, circulation takes a hit. Blood doesn't flow as freely, which can lead to numbness, swelling, and even increase the risk of heart problems. But perhaps the most dangerous consequence is muscle weakness. When you're not using your muscles regularly, they begin to atrophy, weakening over time. This loss of muscle strength makes it harder to balance, move, and stay independent. It's a vicious cycle that, if not addressed, can quickly snowball into more serious health issues. The most troubling part is that all of this happens silently. It's easy to dismiss, thinking it's just part of aging. We don't always notice the gradual decline until it's too late. But the reality is, most seniors are unknowingly inviting these issues into their lives with their everyday habits. The good news is that it doesn't have to be this way. With small changes, we can break this cycle and start reactivating our bodies to feel better, stronger, and more capable. These 5 mistakes are what keep people trapped in a cycle of poor health, and most of them are so common, people don't realize they're doing more harm than good. Let's break them down. Mistake number 1, sitting for too long. How many times a day do you find yourself sitting? Whether it's watching TV, reading a book, or just relaxing, sitting has become such a big part of our daily lives, especially as we get older. It seems harmless, right? After all, rest is essential. But what if I told you that sitting for hours every day could be doing more harm than good? It's not just about feeling a little stiff after sitting for too long. Spending too much time in a seated position decreases blood flow to your muscles and joints, which can lead to a host of issues that affect your mobility, strength, and even your life expectancy. The longer you sit, the more it impacts your circulatory system. Your heart has to work harder to pump blood to your muscles and organs, and over time, that can lead to poor circulation, swelling, and increased risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, and stroke. But the real danger lies in something we don't often think about: muscle atrophy. When you're sitting for long periods, your muscles aren't being activated the way they should be. That means your muscles start to weaken, and without regular movement, they begin to shrink. This process, known as muscle atrophy, can make everyday activities like walking, standing, or even getting out of a chair feel like monumental tasks. Here's the problem: most people don't notice muscle atrophy until it's too late. At first, it might feel like just a bit of discomfort or stiffness. But eventually, it becomes more than that. Weak muscles are more prone to injury, and they don't support the body as well, which increases your risk of falls, the leading cause of injury and death in seniors. That's the moment when a simple mistake, like sitting too long, becomes a real problem. But here's the good news: it's not too late to fix this. You don't need to become a marathon runner or do intense workouts to see a difference. The fix is simple: get up every 30 minutes. That's it. Whether you're working, relaxing, or watching TV, set a timer to remind yourself to stand up, stretch, walk around, or do a simple activity for a few minutes. Even just a short walk around the room or a few basic stretches can make a world of difference. By moving regularly, you're not only improving circulation and strengthening your muscles, but you're also sending a signal to your body that it's time to stay active. Small movements like this can help prevent muscle atrophy, improve flexibility, and ultimately make you feel stronger and more capable. If you need extra motivation, try using a timer or a phone reminder to help you stay on track. It might feel a little awkward at first, but soon, it'll become a natural part of your routine. Every time you get up, you're helping your body stay younger, stronger, and more resilient. And most importantly, you're taking control of your health and your future. So, set that timer, get up, and start moving. Your body will thank you, and your future self will be even more grateful. Mistake number 2, skipping meals or poor diet. It's easy to fall into the trap of skipping meals or grabbing something quick, especially when we're not feeling hungry or just don't have the energy to cook. But here's the truth: what you eat, or don't eat, has a huge impact on your health, and skipping meals or relying on processed food is far more dangerous than you might realize. Many seniors skip meals because they're simply not as hungry as they used to be. Or maybe they're just not interested in preparing a full meal anymore. But when you skip meals, you're depriving your body of the nutrients it needs to stay strong, fight off illness, and keep your energy levels up. Over time, this leads to nutritional deficiencies, and that can make your immune system weaker, leaving you more vulnerable to sickness and disease. On top of that, many seniors turn to processed foods because they're quick and easy. But these foods are often loaded with unhealthy fats, sodium, and sugar. While they may taste good and fill you up temporarily, they don't provide the essential nutrients your body needs to thrive. Instead of nourishing your body, processed foods can leave you feeling sluggish, bloated, and more prone to health problems like high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart disease. But the real kicker? Poor nutrition doesn't just affect your body. It affects your mind. A lack of vital nutrients can impact brain function, leading to brain fog, poor memory, and even more serious cognitive decline. Nutrient-rich foods are crucial for maintaining mental sharpness, focus, and overall brain health as we age. Without them, we risk losing not only our physical health but our mental clarity as well. So, how do you fix this? The solution isn't about following complicated diets or skipping meals. It's about focusing on balance. Aim for meals that are rich in antioxidants, fiber, and healthy fats. These nutrients help fight off inflammation, boost your immune system, and support heart health. Foods like leafy greens, colorful fruits, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish are all packed with the nutrients your body needs to stay strong, energized, and healthy. Instead of 3 large meals a day, try eating smaller, nutritious meals throughout the day. This will help keep your metabolism steady, your energy levels consistent, and your blood sugar balanced. If cooking a full meal seems overwhelming, try prepping your food in advance. Even a simple salad or a smoothie packed with fruits and vegetables can make a big difference. Focus on what you can do, rather than what you can't. Incorporating small changes, like adding a handful of spinach to your morning smoothie or having a handful of nuts as a snack, can add up over time. And trust me, your body will thank you for it. The key is consistency. Every healthy choice you make today is one step closer to maintaining your health, boosting your immune system, and staying active and independent for years to come. So, next time you feel tempted to skip a meal or grab something processed, remember, you're not just feeding your body. You're nourishing your future. Mistake number 3, ignoring mental health. It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind, focusing on physical health, eating well, exercising, but here's something that often gets overlooked: your mental health. So many seniors put their emotional well-being on the back burner, thinking that staying physically active is enough to stay healthy. But the truth is, without tending to your mental health, your physical health won't thrive either. Have you ever noticed how much more energy you have when you're feeling happy and engaged with life? When your mental state is in a good place, it's easier to get up, move around, and take care of yourself. But when you're feeling down, anxious, or depressed, even getting out of bed can feel like a challenge. Depression and anxiety are silent thieves. They rob you of your energy, motivation, and desire to stay active. They keep you isolated, and they make it harder to enjoy the things that once brought you joy. It's a vicious cycle. The more your mental health declines, the less likely you are to engage in physical activity, and the less active you are, the worse your mental health becomes. It's not just about feeling sad or stressed for a day or two, it's about how chronic emotional struggles can gradually wear you down, both mentally and physically. And when your body starts to feel the effects, it becomes even harder to break free from that cycle. But the good news is, there are simple, effective ways to combat this. The fix isn't complicated, it's about taking the time to engage in activities that bring you joy and calm your mind. Start by doing something you love, whether that's reading, painting, gardening, or playing music. It's not about how much time you have, it's about making sure you carve out those moments for yourself. Spending time with loved ones is another powerful way to boost your mental health. Social connections have been proven to reduce feelings of loneliness and improve overall well-being. When you're surrounded by people who care about you, it lifts your spirits and helps combat anxiety. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even a phone call, a quick chat, or a short visit can make a difference. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation, breathing exercises, or simply being present in the moment, can also work wonders. Taking just a few minutes a day to practice mindfulness can help reduce stress, clear your mind, and help you stay grounded. You don't need to be an expert, just take deep breaths, sit quietly, and focus on the here and now. It's a great way to reset your mind and restore balance. If you feel like you're struggling with mental health more than usual, don't be afraid to seek help. Talking to a therapist, counselor, or even a trusted friend can make a world of difference. There's no shame in asking for support. In fact, it's one of the most courageous things you can do for your well-being. The key takeaway here is that mental health is just as important as physical health, and they are deeply interconnected. When you take care of your mind, your body benefits, and when you take care of your body, your mind becomes stronger too. Both aspects of health need your attention. So take the time to nourish your mind, whether it's through doing something you love, connecting with others, or practicing mindfulness. Your body and mind will thank you, and you'll be well on your way to aging well with strength, resilience, and joy. Mistake number 4, not staying hydrated. It might seem like a small thing, but dehydration is one of the most dangerous and overlooked mistakes seniors make. Many people think that dehydration only happens when you're thirsty, but by the time you feel thirsty, you're already behind. And here's the real kicker: dehydration doesn't just make you feel thirsty or dry, it impacts your brain, your energy levels, and your overall health in ways you might not even realize. Think about how you feel when you're well hydrated. Your body is functioning at its best. You feel clear-headed, energized, and ready to take on the day. But when you're dehydrated, everything changes. You might start feeling confused, tired, or even dizzy. Your brain struggles to function properly, and simple tasks can feel like a challenge. Even a mild level of dehydration can lead to fatigue, difficulty thinking clearly, and memory problems. Over time, chronic dehydration can worsen those symptoms, causing even more serious health risks like urinary tract infections, kidney stones, or worse. As we age, our sense of thirst naturally decreases, and we're less likely to feel the urge to drink water. Plus, some medications and medical conditions can contribute to dehydration, making it even harder for the body to retain enough water. But here's the good news: you don't have to be constantly thirsty to make sure you're staying hydrated. It's all about building consistent, healthy hydration habits. The fix here is simple: drink plenty of water throughout the day. The general recommendation is to aim for 6 to 8 glasses, but it's also important to listen to your body. If you're active or in warmer weather, you might need more. Water is the best choice, but if you need something to make it more enjoyable, try adding fruits, like lemon or berries, or fresh herbs, like mint, for some extra flavor. It's a simple way to make drinking water more exciting, without adding sugars or artificial ingredients. Also, keep a water bottle handy so that it's always within reach. Sometimes, just having that visible reminder can help you drink more consistently. Set a goal for yourself to drink a glass of water when you wake up, before meals, and right before bed. It's an easy routine that helps keep you on track. Another great tip is to have water at the ready when you feel fatigued or foggy. It's a quick and simple fix that can help you feel more alert and energized. Remember, staying hydrated is about more than just drinking when you're thirsty. It's about creating habits that keep your body functioning at its best, so you can stay sharp, energized, and independent. Hydration isn't just a nice to have, it's essential for maintaining your health and quality of life. If you feel sluggish, have trouble thinking clearly, or notice your energy dipping, the first thing you should check is your water intake. It could be the missing piece to feeling more like yourself again. So, make hydration a priority, your mind and body will thank you. Mistake number 5, lack of strength training. This one might be the most dangerous of all, and yet, it's the one most seniors completely overlook. Many people believe that once you reach a certain age, you should take it easy, avoid lifting anything heavy, and just focus on staying comfortable. But that belief is not only outdated, it's harmful. Here's the hard truth: muscle loss starts as early as your 30s, and by the time you hit 60, you can lose up to 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every decade if you don't actively fight against it. That's not just about looking fit, it's about staying alive, mobile, and independent. When you don't use your muscles, they weaken. And when your muscles weaken, your body becomes unstable. This doesn't happen all at once. It's gradual, almost invisible, until one day, you go to stand up from a chair and you struggle. You lose your balance more easily. You stop walking as much because it feels tiring. And then, all of a sudden, a small misstep leads to a fall, and everything changes. Falls are the #1 cause of injury-related deaths in older adults. And most falls happen not because of age, but because of weak muscles that can no longer stabilize the body. But here's the powerful truth: this is preventable, and reversible. You don't need a gym. You don't need to lift heavy weights. You don't even need more than 15 minutes. The fix? Commit to just 10 to 15 minutes of light strength exercises 3 times a week. That's it. Start with simple movements: chair squats, wall push-ups, seated leg lifts, step-ups using a stair or sturdy box, resistance band exercises for your arms and shoulders. These exercises target the muscles that keep you stable: your thighs, hips, core, and upper body. You can do them in your living room. You can do them while watching TV. And they make a huge difference. The goal isn't to build big muscles. The goal is to reactivate the strength your body already remembers, the kind of strength that helps you get up off the floor, walk with confidence, and carry groceries without fear. Strength training doesn't just improve your body. It boosts your mood, sharpens your mind, and increases your independence. It helps regulate blood sugar, protects your joints, and even improves sleep quality. And perhaps most importantly, it gives you your confidence back. If you've ever felt yourself slowing down, or worried that you're losing control of your body, don't accept it as just aging. Fight back, with motion. With strength. With small, consistent effort that adds up. Your muscles are waiting for a signal. Send it, and watch how quickly your body responds. Let's go back to Astrid. When she first realized something was wrong, she felt hopeless. The fatigue, the brain fog, the stiffness, they made her feel like her body was slipping away from her, one quiet symptom at a time. But once she learned the truth behind what was happening, and made the decision to change, everything began to shift. She didn't make dramatic moves. She didn't overhaul her life in a week. What she did was simple, and consistent. She started by standing up every 30 minutes, even if just to walk around the room. She added gentle stretching in the morning to wake up her muscles. She swapped out the processed snacks she used to eat for fresh, colorful meals, things like berries, avocados, greens, and wild-caught fish. She reached out to an old friend and began meeting for short walks twice a week. And most importantly, she started doing 15 minutes of strength training in her living room, using just her body weight and a resistance band. At first, it felt hard. But after just 2 weeks, she noticed something. She wasn't crashing in the afternoon anymore. Her mood improved. Her steps felt lighter. Her balance returned. And then came the moment that shocked even her. She went on a short hike with her granddaughter. A year earlier, the idea of walking uphill would have scared her. Now, she wasn't just walking, she was leading the way. Her doctor couldn't believe it. Her blood pressure was better. Her inflammation markers had dropped. Her mobility score improved. He said, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it." This wasn't magic. It wasn't a pill. It wasn't surgery. It was the result of small, intentional choices made daily, ones that anyone can start today. But on the flip side, if these habits are ignored, if the sitting continues, if meals stay irregular, if the stress and sadness go unspoken, the outcome can be devastating. The body weakens. The risk of falling increases. Recovery takes longer. Hospital visits become more frequent. And the independence you've spent a lifetime protecting? It slowly slips away. But here's the truth, it's never too late to change your story. Every small improvement you make, every stretch, every meal, every rep, becomes a deposit in your future. And those deposits pay off, not just in longer life, but in better life. A life where you walk confidently, think clearly, and feel proud of how you're aging. You don't have to settle for weakness. You don't have to accept fear or fragility. You still have time. And you still have power. Start today, because your best days can still be ahead. Have you ever caught yourself slipping into one of these daily habits? Maybe it's sitting a little too long without moving. Skipping a meal because you weren't hungry. Or brushing off that feeling of sadness or stress, telling yourself it's just part of aging. You're not alone, we all fall into patterns, especially when life gets busy or overwhelming. But here's the truth, the moment you notice the pattern is the moment you can change it. So let's talk about it. What's one change you've made that helped you feel stronger, clearer, or more alive? Or, what's one habit you're ready to change today? Drop your story in the comments, not just for yourself, but for someone else who might need to hear it. We learn and grow together. You never know who you might inspire. And if you're looking for more real, no fluff advice on how to stay mobile, strong, and independent well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond, hit that subscribe button. Join this community of people choosing to age better, not just older. Because aging well doesn't just happen. It's a choice, made every day, in small, powerful steps. You're not running out of time. You're just getting started. So let's build something better, together. You've got this.